All right, Steve, time now for another COVID-19 benefits information segment. Let's bring in Fox 10 News investigative reporter Brendan Kirby. And Brendan, apparently the IRS has now provided direction on what people can do if they've received the wrong stimulus payment amount.
Well, Byron, the first thing the IRS says is to double check to make sure that you're eligible. Now, we talked earlier this week about some people who don't qualify, such as adult dependents. But the IRS reminds you that there are certain income limitations, and we'll have a link on our website to details on that. The agency also says you should keep your Notice 1444. That's the letter that's supposed to arrive within 15 days of your payment. You can refer to that when you file your 2020 tax return next year. And Byron, the IRS is saying that for now, that's the only way to fix a mistake, such as not getting $500 credit for a child. The other thing you should do is keep alert for changes. The IRS says that it eventually will provide more details on what action to take. We'll, of course, pass along any changes to you, but for now, the IRS says that it's not making any corrections and it's not issuing any additional money.
All right, now this is kind of related, but we've heard this more than once as well. Brendan, what if you were supposed to get a payment by check or prepaid card, but it was lost, stolen, or even damaged?
Well, there's some new information on this as well, Byron. The IRS laid out some very specific instructions. First, you should initiate a trace on your payment, and you can do this in one of two different ways. One, you can call 1-800-919-9835, but be prepared to wait on the line to get through, or you can submit a Form 3911. If you're married and you file a joint return, both spouses must sign that document, and we'll also have a link to that on our website when the print version of this segment goes up. The IRS will process that trace request in two different ways. If the check wasn't cashed, the IRS will cancel the original check and issue a new one. And if you find the original, be sure to send that back to the IRS as soon as possible. Now, if the check was cashed, the Bureau of Fiscal Service will provide a claim package that includes a copy of the cashed check. Follow the instructions. The agency will then compare your signature with the signature that was on the check to determine if you should get a replacement check. And one final note. Do not request the payment trace if you're trying to determine your eligibility or you dispute the amount of money that you received. This is only for payments that have been made but now are gone.
Okay. Brendan Kirby, thanks so much. And Brendan will be joining us again for Fox 10 News at 9 to answer more of your questions about anything and everything to do with COVID-19 and any benefits that may be coming to you. And by the way, if you have a question, you can email Brendan directly at brendan.kirby@fox10tv.com. He's going to try and get to every question he can get to.